Well, hello there, Dukely here. We're back playing Rise of Flight. And most of you wanted to see the Seaplane. So the Seaplane is what I'm going to do. And if those of you who didn't want the Seaplane want to see me do something different, I might do a secondary campaign. So like I'll kind of alternate back and forth between the Seaplane and the Seaplane Defense Flight. Which is a Sopwith Pub or Sopwith Camel. So if you do want to see that, let me know and tell me which plane you'd like to see. But for this first one, we're going to go over here to the Seaflung Station, Flandern. And next, so that is the plane we are going to be using. Jens? I'm going to pick something. Wolfgang Schmidt. Alright, so that it's something I can pronounce and I will insult as few Germans as possible. So, I can choose between an Unterofficer or an Unterofficer. So I think I'll choose Unterofficer. German skilled craftsman, colonial, labor, noble. Noble. How about sportsman? I can't remember what I picked last time. I think I picked military. But we're going to say sportsman. Let's have a look at the pictures. That's Richthofen right there. Oh, that's him again. How about that? I think that's him too, actually. That's him there. No. That might be. I don't know. Oh, they must all be famous people. I've just... Oh, yeah, that's, is that Bloch or Immelmann? One of those guys? Oh, I don't actually know. The only reason I know that those are Richthofen is because I read his book, and those pictures are in there. Let's be, I actually quite like that first one they gave me. He looks a bit like Abed from Community. Anyway, ready. And, oops, come on. Alright. Wolfgang Schmidt. Continue. And spinning ballerina. Why did they choose a ballerina for the loading thing, by the way? This really doesn't have much to do with, Yes, thank you. Wolfgang Schmidt. Oh, yeah. He's a boss, big time. Next day. Let's see what my first... I've never flown a seaplane. I should mention that right now. I don't know how difficult it will be. Probably not too much more difficult than regular plane. But we'll see. So my captain's name is Anton Kraus, I want to say, or Kroos. So there's actually 5 planes in a sea patrol. Now, I thought it was going to be only like 1 or 2. I didn't think it was going to be 5, but I guess the Germans did fly in a larger formation than the French and the... Actually, the British flew in like 7, I thought. I don't know. Oh, so now that I have a 1080 by 920 monitor, which is a much higher resolution than my old monitor, I can actually tell that this is a movie theater. Like, I kind of knew it was a movie theater before, but now I can really see the detail. Like, I can see the smoke up there, and, like, that there's an exit over there, and that there's, like, a door and stuff, and that there's a bunch of people here. Yeah, I didn't notice that before. There's a Gotha. It's a lovely bomber. I've never flown it, but I've ridden in it. It's a fun one. That could be, FE2, or FEB, whatever, or a DH2, one or the other. I don't really know how you tell the difference. I guess one has bombs, one doesn't. I don't know what that is. I don't know, might be a Halberstadt or something. Anyway, I usually don't blabber through the loading screens, but we're doing it this time. So for test pilot videos this week, you're going to see the Felixstowe. I'm going to do that after I do this. I'm going to go do the Felixstowe. And then I'm going to do another on, oh dear, on the Bristol. I don't think I've done that one yet. Okay, P to continue. Oh, shit. Flying around a bit. Look at this majestic craft. Well, there goes the thing. Alright, look at this. Oh, this is sweet looking. Oh, we're going. Okay. Oh, we in a pond or something? Clearly we're in a pond. Okay. keep it straight here. Let's see, I have 2 guns, it appears, plus a gunner. It's interesting that the wheel does look like a boat. Getting wet. Really wet. I don't like being wet. Alright, that should be good. Up we go. Careful now. See if it wants to climb by itself. Not really. I love that there's like that stack. The smokestack there. That's cool. So there's Anton Kraus. I think it's Kraus at least. Very nice plane to fly actually. Flies very straight on its own. Careful, I don't really know what Kraus is doing here. We're gonna play it careful-like. Fairly low, but I mean, don't think you need to be too high. Oh, okay, we're going this way. Doo-doo-doo. So yeah, this is a fun aircraft. Let's try out the guns, shall we? Oh yeah, very nice. I would put it in autopilot, but I just actually want to fly it for a little bit and see how it goes. So we can have a look around here. We got the gunner. I know there's a way to give him commands. I have forgotten how to do that though. Oh no, I remember. It's like right click. Aha. Fire at will, gunner. There we are. Going over a nice town here. Don't know what this town is. We are in France. Might be Calais. I think it might be too far up to be Calais. Certainly don't think it's Dover. Yeah, I'm sure the map said or something and I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, so this is awesome. Look, we're going out into the sea here. So I don't know what you get. Maybe you find some ships and things? And run into some ships, maybe? Let's just keep me straight for a second. I just want to have a look around my plane. Because this is a fantastic model. It's well modeled. I have my green scarf, of course. I love this camouflage. It's awesome. I don't know how that would help. I guess it would sort of break you up against the ocean. See, it has a larger tail surface. Something they gave seaplanes. I don't know, they probably still do give seaplanes a larger tail surface. And I'm guessing that the smokestack on the top is just to protect from water. It's an open engine on the top. It appears to be a... oh... might be a Fokker engine? They make engines? I don't know. It's got the same sort of look as the Hispania Suiza, whatever it is. Am I getting slightly off? Where? Oh no, okay. I'm alright. Let's go back to the first person. Let's have him... You want to fly for me there? Okay, here we go. I just want to make sure that I'm in the correct formation. Well, this is cool. We'll zip a little bit. Get to some action. See if there's any action. Might not be any action. I mean, I can't imagine there's too much action on a seaplane flying duties. You know. Got Anton Kraus here. Who else is with us? I can find him. Thomas Grunbaum. Too far to read those names. Let's have a look, see if I can see if I have a mustache or not. No, I'm not. I'm a clean-shaven gentleman. I can't see if this guy has a mustache. No, it doesn't appear that he has a mustache either. So yeah, I like the two-seaters. They're very fun to fly. And I don't know why I don't see more videos on two-seaters. I know Dr. Zebra does a lot on two-seaters. Because he's usually crashing into a balloon. Or trying to land on a balloon or whatever. It's a very serious German man. Look at his turtleneck. Look at that. He's like, yeah, I shoot the planes. very quiet. Oh, look at this seat. It's made of plywood. There's no cushion. You know, you can't get everything you want. I mean, it is basically a boat. That's just above the water. I'm not even that high up. What are we at? We're about 500 meters? That's really, really close, actually. I mean, like I said, I don't think you'd need to go real high. In 500 meters, you should be able to see as far as you'd be able to see without going, you know, into space or whatever. So, we'll speed along here. See if we see anything cool. We gotta give my co-pilot a name. What do you guys think we should name him? Have to be something German. Harry Shear. No. Harry Shear. That's not really German. Is Harry German? I don't think so. That's English, I guess. Ooh, shaky. Flyby. There's a zip by thing. Well, there's really not a lot going on. It's a long patrol. It doesn't appear to be a whole lot going on. I mean, it's 20 meters to the second one. And then there's like, you know, 5 more. Maybe I'll cut away, and should action ensue, we'll return and have a look. Also, something else before I go away and move forward. I have always narrowly avoided dying by, like, crash landing in the French campaign. That is not really an option here, because when you land, you would be in the ocean. I don't know how that works exactly. So if you are able to land, I don't know how well it would work, although technically everything would be a good spot, a good place to land. Unless there's like differences in waves and things, which could very well be. Also, I'm thinking that that's why we took off on a pond, because there wouldn't be as many waves and things. Yeah, just thinking out loud here. All right. Well, we will skip forward and see if any action finds us. So if you look to your left, you see a boat or something down there. Being marked on my map. Also, you can see on the mini map in the right corner, you can see England, just the edge, so you can kind of tell where we are, sort of. And we go out pretty far, farther than I thought you would actually go. But I guess the point of seaplanes was to scout for ships, right? Nearing the coast or whatever. I really can't tell what the hell that is. It looks. It's probably a sizable ship, but it doesn't look like it. But you can tell there's some kind of trick. I can't remember how it works though. There's some kind of trick with you can tell how big a ship is based on the length of the wave behind it. Since this isn't necessarily a naval game, I don't know if that's going to be accurate in this case. However, in the real life, that might be something you could... It's so strange. What is it? It looks like a... Let's slow down. What is that? It's some sort of anomaly. It's right behind the bar. Come on now. There. Is this a sub? No, it's not a sub. Jesus. It's rounded on the front, sort of. Some sort of ship, battleship, who knows. We're not moving to engage it, so obviously it's not of anything of importance. What do you think? No, he shook his head. You saw that. He shook his head. You know, you should open your eyes so you can see what's going... It looks like he's got his eyes closed. What's wrong? What? Alright. He's fine. He doesn't think it's anything important. Alright then, we'll just ignore it, okay? But now here's something. That's definitely a battleship or a destroyer in front of us. And appears to be 2, maybe. So what happens in this case, I don't know, because we are not equipped to attack a ship with a seaplane. they probably have flak guns on the ship, and we won't have any. They are circling, like they're hunting for a sub. Or they're fighting. Who knows? It could be battling. That's definitely a battleship on the right, I think. I have no idea. I'm not 100% on my naval craft of this era. 1600, 1700, 1800 for the most part. You know I know my boats from that time frame, and World War II and on up until now I know my boats, but for some reason I don't know anything about boats of World War One. Something I'm gonna have to look into some more about. More into. I think. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Obviously, those were our boats. Yeah. No, wait. That turned red? So that turned red for a split second. Are we circling? Oh no, we're circling to go. Okay, I thought we were gonna circle back around on them. Let's see, where'd they go? They're gone. Oh yeah, here's okay, so Auto Weeb or Vibe or Veeb. Auto Vibe. Philip Drews. What? Philip Drews. Philip Drews. Is Drews German? Is Philip German? Philip is French, isn't it? And Drews, that sounds like an American to me. Which I guess could have happened. Well no. Because World War II, they had, what was it? Something or other where if you were German, you should return to fight for Germany? I don't know if that was something that happened in World War I as well. It might have. So yeah, not too much. We saw some boats so far. You know, we'll come back and see if we find some more boats that are not good boats. You know what I realized we haven't done? We haven't looked over the cockpit entirely, except for the seat. So I don't know what's behind here. I was thinking fire extinguisher, but I don't think that's what that is. That's probably a fuel tank. So we got our compass down here. We got the steering wheel that looks certainly like a boat steering wheel. I'm guessing those are the guns, maybe, there? Of course, we got the rudder. What would that be? Is there one on that side? No. I don't know, actually. That's interesting. Somebody knows what that little lever is there. Bosch. I can't tell what that is either. Some sort of doodad. That looks like it might be a key. If they had keys, that's interesting. So there's a motor pump. So that's a hand pump for the motor oil. Okay. Oh, stop. A Drukas? Not sure what that is. Okay, there's just the engine compartment there. Here's the bullets. They're very pointy bullets. And we got... right, we have dual guns, so I guess that one's just covered for some reason. Let's see, that gauge is, I think our weight? It says kg. Kilograms, maybe? I don't know why the weight would... Well, I guess the weight would be important, but while you were building it, not when you were flying. Anyway, also there's another gauge behind here that I can't see. I think that might be the time. There's no clock, I noticed. There's no clock in here except for the clock on the UI on the bottom left corner. So this is a Leipzig, huh? Moral Flugtachometer. So that's an altimeter or altimeter. Yeah, I think that's an altimeter. I think that's what a tachometer is, right? That's like that tells you how high you are, or is that your speed? I can't remember. It's one or the other. One or the other. Yeah. Oh, almost saw what that was. I'm not sure. There's another thing down here. I'm guessing some of those are for like the engine itself, like if there's if you gotta like pull and empty the fuel or something. And yeah, that's it. I mean, we can't really see what's over there because, you know, he's sitting there. Apparently you can control your gunner. I don't know how to do that, but it can be done apparently. Yeah. So we're almost to 6, and we're almost back to the base. So, dare I attempt and land, or should I let the AI land for me? I think I might let the AI land for me on this first mission, and then I will go and practice some landing. If I even need to land. Who knows, I might not have to land. The other one I didn't really have to land, it would just say mission complete. So, we'll see. So, we got to the final checkpoint, waypoint thingy, and it says that we have achieved victory, so we're going to go ahead and finish flight. Yes, I'm sure. We finished. We've won. And I know the thing about the Germans is they will give you a medal simply for having survived, as you will see in a moment. And anytime there's the medal, you can see it on the thing. It's gonna pop up. Bam! There it is. You was awarded the pilot's badge. Basically, you flew without dying your first time. They just give you an award for that. So that's nice of them, you know. I mean, I appreciate that. That's great. It took me an hour to do that, apparently. Well, I guess well, no, it took about 40 minutes. That should be like 20 minutes for you. It depends on how long I was yammering. I don't remember. Yeah. So there we go. We finished the first mission of our new German career. Please let me know if you want me to continue the French one, or put the French one on hold and start one as the British with the Sopwith Pup, or the Sopwith oh, what was it? Camel. One of those two. I don't. It might have been French, not British, but in the same area, on the same map, basically. Yes. So yeah, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!